Hi everyone, it's Nikki, aka Davo. I know I just uploaded weigh-in 17, 18, and 19 a few days ago. Um, Weigh-in number 20, I believe, will be up this Tuesday, whatever weigh-in number it is. There will be one posted this Tuesday on time. Today's video is a little bit different. It's actually a rant about what's going on with me, and there's just so much drama and so much stuff that I'm dealing with. Um, Also for when, just I know this is so out of the what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to post a before picture, and I'm gonna kind of show you guys my body now, what I look like now. Even though to me it's there's not too much of a change, but I'm kind of noticing a change, especially how my neck's thinner, and I'm not as chunky in the face like I used to be, and my arms, I've got flat hanging down from my arms, which is not good. So we'll talk about that on Tuesday. Um, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what's going on with me. Like, okay, this past month I've been going through a lot, especially with school and home. This quarter I have not did any of the things I normally do. I have not read not okay, I read 2 or 3 chapters, but I honestly 2 or 3 chapters out of the 15 that I have a test on this Thursday is not good. Um, I haven't been reading or studying. I've been half-assing my homework. I've been just not doing the things I'm supposed to be doing, and it's just I'm so burnt out. I'm burnt out, and my family's just adding more stress on me, which is making me not want to focus or do anything. And it's killing me. And it's added stress on my relationship, and I'm just at loss at what I should be doing right now. So, um, I think I mentioned in the last video, I had just gotten back from Nebraska. I miss it. I miss my boyfriend. Um, Things with us are really good right now. But before, there was tons of arguing between the two of us, and most of it stemmed from stress we were both going through, things with our families, and we kind of weren't really talking things out like we normally do, and we're normally so open, but it's just work with Brandon has picked up so much, and school is just a lot right now, and it's kind of hard to kind of incorporate the time to kind of really sit down and talk like we used to, and we are trying, we're really trying. If you guys didn't know, Brandon and I are in a long distance relationship, and it's not the distance that gets, that's stressing me out. I care less about the distance, but some days I really do, I miss him so much. He's my other half, and I wish he was here to hold me, or just cuddle with me, and or just talk in person with me when I'm having really bad days. It's the simple things make the biggest difference, and I think it's mostly that I'm missing his touch. Just having his arms around me make the biggest difference in my life. And I know I only have 4 months of school left, and after that 4 months is over with, I plan on going down to Nebraska for 2 months before I take boards. And I know 4 months is not a long period of time, but it's it's not going back fast enough. It honestly isn't. And I miss him so much. I do. I miss him. This is my love. It's the love of my life. And as far as school and work, I'm completely burnt. I'm so burnt out. It's crazy. And I kind of like plan on taking some time off after I start working. I start working as a nurse. I just want to take some time off from school before I go straight back. I planned on going straight back, but I honestly need some time off because I don't know what. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what to do. I'm completely stressed. I love school, don't get me wrong. I love everything about school. It's just right now I'm very tired. I'm very, very tired. Like last year, I can't believe like I worked full time and went to school full time. I cannot believe I did that shit and still managed to make dean's list and still managed to make honors. And it's just crazy how things are right now. But a lot of the stress is stemming from school because I did fail a quiz this past week because I'm not reading and studying like I should be. But I'm going to buckle down today, I promise. And then on top of that, I'm dealing with a lot of stress from home. And home is like the biggest factor right now. It plays like the biggest part as towards like why I'm not focusing on school or like what's going on between my relationship because it's a complete mess right now. Like I said, like I used to work full time. Like this is the only year I've never worked full time before, and I've always had a job. I've had a job since I, was 14 or 15 years old. I've always had a job. I'm 24 years old now, and I've always worked full time. Even when I was in high school, I worked full time. I would like leave school to go to work, and I've always had to help play mom and raise my siblings. And right now, my mother's getting upset because she's having to do a lot of things on her own now that she's never had to do before, and she's 50 years old. My mother's never really had to pay rent by herself, or she's never really had to pay a car note or gas or light bill. Like those things have always been pretty much taken care of for her. And now that she's having to put on her big girl panties and do it, there's like so much confrontation right now. And her and my sister are like really putting me down because I'm not working like I used to. And I told myself I wasn't going to put myself through that this year with school and how timing is and how so close graduation is and how I really need to be focusing on boards and stuff. I wasn't going to do that this year, and I meant that, and I'm not doing that no matter what they say. I could care less at this point. And right now, there's like a lot of arguing and back talk that I'm getting. It's not so much as me arguing, it's just like them wanting to argue with me and putting me down about it. And I just feel like crap. And I was telling Brandon the other day, I just like, there's so much I wish I could do, and there's so much I wish, I want to do, but I can't do right now financially. And he's just like, well, it's not going to be like that forever. You have to understand, like, you're in school full time, Dominique. You're in school full time. And I'm just like, I know, but, and I wish I could do all those things. And it's just like, why are you even wishing that? You have so much you're going through right now, so much you're dealing with. You're on the right track. And if anything, your family should be supportive, but they're not right now. And I'm just like, I know, but like, it's kind of hard when you have to deal with this. I have to deal with this. And he's just like, it doesn't matter, just don't worry about it. You only have 4 months left, and things will be completely different after the 4 months. And I'm just like, I know, and I know he's trying to be as supportive as he can, and I know like he is right, he's pretty much right, but dealing with it and hearing it from him is just like two totally different things sometimes. And I know I need to like really focus on the things he's telling me to focus on. There's like so much we have going on right now with me graduating school and Brandon starting his own business in Nebraska called Above All Tree Service. So Above All Tree Care, I believe. And we're so busy right now, and like he understands what's going on. It's just like, but I just wish my family could do the same thing, but it's just not happening right now. And they're putting so much stress on me about work, and my relationship. And it's not so much as my sister, although she does do it. It's mostly my mother. That's the problem. And like I said, my mother's never really had to take care of bills on her own before until now, and she's 50 years old. And I think in her mind, she expects her bills to always be somewhat paid for her. But I want my own life away from my mother. Like, we have the most unhealthiest relationship. We've never had a healthy relationship. And me and my mother have never been close. Ever. Since, I honestly cannot sit and tell you, like, there have been moments that have been good, but I can't talk to my mother like a daughter should be able to talk to, her mother. I've never been able to do that. I can't tell my mother how I feel or the things that I do, because you can't do that with my mother. It's her way or no way. She's always right. Your opinions don't matter. And if you do have anything to say, you're wrong, or wrong, you're being bad, she doesn't care, and she's quick to argue and fight. So relationships like that are completely unhealthy and bad. I'm totally the opposite. I've always been the opposite of my mother. And my mother thinks her kids are like a huge uh, burden rather than a blessing. And to be honest, if that's the case, my mother shouldn't have had 4 kids. Um, she thinks that, okay, she sacrificed so much, now it's time for her to live her life. But to be honest, if that's the case, you shouldn't have had children. My mother's lived her life, and she lived her life according to the way she wanted to live it. And she didn't start a family early. My mother didn't start a family until she was 25 years old. So she had plenty of time to get things together. And that just was not the case at all. And she kind of blames us for a lot of the things she's had to do as a single parent. But you have to realize, look at the mate you chose to be with. I mean, look at the man you chose to have children with. That has nothing to do with us. I mean, none of us asked to be here in the first place. But you decided to continue to have kids after the first 2. So, or at least after 1. And you knew what type of man he was. So, and it's like a lot of that blame is just like being directed towards me. And I'm the oldest of 4. And it's just like, I can't continue to pay your bills for you. If anything, I think right now is the time for my mother to actually show me that she cares and that she's going to help. Like, my mother's never helped me. Even when I first started college, I had to do everything on my own, as far as like financial aid, finding a school, working, buying things I needed to do for half for school, paying for prom and graduation. I completely did everything on my own. My parents didn't want to help. And when you would ask, there'll either be an excuse, or with my mom, she's ready to fight. So I don't know. I know I only have 4 months left, but this 4 months is just like going by so slow. Like, I'm ready for my own life to start. And like, when I want to do things according to me or for my life, it's just like they make me feel like I'm being selfish for it. And I'm honestly not being selfish, but I need my own life. I can't live a life according to how you want me to. And that's just like adding so much stress to my relationship, because she has all these unrealistic expectations of Brandon and I. And it's like, I mean, he's never done anything to offend my mother. He's always been nice and always been like the perfect gentleman. Every time we go out, he's the one that always pays. I mean, he's taken my family out to dinner, and it has never been a big issue. And it's just like, there's so much judgment from my family, or from my mother, on him. She just judges him all the time, and she just she doesn't think other people have bills or things on their own, and that Brandon should be doing so much financially for me. And it's just like not how a relationship works, to be honest. Like, I love Brandon with all my heart. I love Brandon because he's smart, and he's funny, and he's hardworking. He's a great father. That's one of the reasons why I fell in love with him, because he's a great father. And he makes me laugh. He's so supportive. He's easy to talk to. I can just open up to him anytime I feel like it and not feel judged. He's this great guy that I've been waiting for my whole entire life, and now that I finally got him, it's just like, what is wrong with you? Like, why can't you be happy for me? Like, I'm not with him because of money. I'm with him because of the person that he is. And I'm not, the prettiest person in the world, and he's not, and he's not perfect either, but he's my perfect. He's my definition of perfect, and I want a family with him. And it's just like all of that is just making us argue. Like, we argued a few weeks ago for like, the beginning of July, end of June. We argued for like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. That was crazy. We've never done that before. Like, we have disagreements, but we never argued. Like, these were full on arguments. Like, I'm tired of this crap and possibly breaking up type of arguments. And that is just like, now that I think about it, that is just so weird and so unhealthy. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, how did that even happen? Like, I don't even know how that happened, because that's so foreign to who we are. Like, we're not like that at all. So, you know, last week I, was in Nebraska, and we took the time to just like lay down and relax and just watch TV, and we got to meet a lot of his friends, and we spent that time that we wanted together. I was able to cook dinner and just be with my man, be with my man as I was. Like, and I loved it. It was like the greatest time of my life, and I can't wait to move. Like, I really can't. Um, for the most part, like, that's just what's been going on, and it's been affecting, my health, and it's been affecting my weight loss. Like, I've been losing weight, but I've kind of been losing weight really fast this week, and I'm thinking it has something to do with stress. I'm not too worried about it actually, but I want to lose weight the healthy way rather than because of stress. Um, like, if you guys, have anything positive to say, please send it my way. Like, I'm just going through so much, and I know, like, I'm normally not emotional, and like, but these last few days, I've just felt like breaking down and crying so bad because I don't know what to do. Like, I'm honestly, it's like no matter what I do, I can't please people, and I'm not trying to live my life to please people, but if I work, there's an issue. If I don't work, there's an issue. If I'm with a white guy, there's an issue. If I'm with anybody, there's an issue. It's just like my mother wants me to stay at home and be bitter and take care of her the rest of my life, and it's just like, I can't do that. That's just not how life is. She has lived her life, and I have to live mine according to, my rules. I don't know. I mean, I'm just all over the place, but I know I'm going to get things back together, for our school this week. So, um, and I don't mind being open. Like, this is, like, if I can help anybody with the same situation I'm going through, I will do so. Like, it doesn't, you know, bother me at all that I'm putting my business out here in the first place. But what's the point of having a YouTube channel to talk about things if I'm not going to talk about them? So I know there's someone always in the same shoes I am in, or worse shoes I am in, or dealt with the same things I've dealt with. So any advice will be really good for now. So you guys know the deal. I apologize, like, this video is like almost 20 minutes long. So comment, subscribe, rate, shoot me a message. I'm not for sure if my Facebook is like link is posted down there, but I'll check and see. But you guys can hit me up on Facebook too. In the meantime, I'm so proud of you guys. Keep up the good work. Weigh-in is on Tuesday. Yay! So weigh-in's on Tuesday. Got some good news for you guys. In the meantime, have a good weekend. Bye, guys.